Matt Creedon had a run-in, resulting in a remarkable story. But before he can share it, he'll need to warm up.
I don't know if you can hear that knee clicking.
Like any runner, he'll stretch.
Just try to keep things loose.
But he limbers up with laughter.
People wonder why I'm so happy, because I like dance runs. I think this is from the Breakfast Club. Getting them shoulders.
He's not running from his past. His past is running with him.
Screw here and a screw here, and then I broke, I think, one rib.
But the breaths he took back in the fall of 2018 were nearly his last.
I died for the 2 minutes.
I was in a medically induced coma, after I flatlined.
How emotional is just even talking about this?
It's pretty emotional, knowing that it just could be gone like that at any time.
Last year, we first met Creedon at the hospital. He was rushed there November 8th. Everything went dark through November 10th.
But I don't remember any of it.
You lost 2 days.
Lost 2 days, yeah. It's better than the alternative.
He was working near Lombard and Roosevelt in Oak Park, helping his mom at Associated Tire and Battery, when he was hit by a driver, shattering parts of his body and his short-term memory.
I had to have emergency open heart surgery.
At this point, the only running he was doing was running up medical bills in the tens of thousands. The driver was never found, and unless there's additional information, Oak Park police say the active investigation is suspended.
There's no reason I should be alive right now. I came back and made it. Now hopefully I can take this second chance that I've got, and maybe make a difference in somebody's life.
We raised all of the money I needed to get to where I am now and not be a burden on my family. It's the only way I can thank everybody is to inspire them. I've been doing great. I've lost 45 pounds. I ran 5 miles the other day. Hi, dear. Dear, it's nature. I love running through here.
Now this victim of a hit and run hopes to run in the Chicago Half Marathon.
And it's 13.3 miles.
His goal is to finish around the average time of about 2 hours.
And so, how much more inspiring could it be if we could be better than average?
Considering this runner's path began with a flat line, average has never looked so exceptional.
If I can be better than average after everything that I've been through, there is no reason that anybody else cannot, no matter what's in your way.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
Large hot chocolate?
If this is how you start your day, if these kinds of beans are part of your normal routines, consider for a moment
this is not normal.
When a calming cup of coffee seems so far out of reach.
It's hard to be here. The best thing about coming to the PICU.
PICU stands for Pediatric Intensive Care Unit.
Is the day you leave the PICU.
It's the floor of the hospital where the kids are the sickest.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours that we have spent in this place.
Throw that cup of coffee in and it makes everything a little bit better.
Just put it behind them.
Before we tell you about the plans Carolyn Koppel has brewing, you'll need to know about her son, Aaron Cobb.
He has braces on his feet.
He doesn't communicate. It's a rare metabolic genetic disorder.
Through the years, Aaron has undergone more than a dozen procedures, his health struggles sometimes surfacing at night with his mom and family members at times, struggling to stay awake.
Cafe au lait?
But too worried to go far enough to get a needed cup of caffeine.
What if your child is in a critical stage and you don't want to leave the floor?
Sometimes they're just too scared to go.
And that's when an idea began to percolate.
Well, why can't I write Keurig?
Corporate donation and hospital permission eventually served up Aaron's Coffee Corner. This station was up and running in October with hopes of expanding.
Try and get it on every great room here.
I think it would be great if it was on every floor.
The fundraising is to manage the machine, so we need somebody to yeah, hi baby.
So far the family has collected more than $24,000 to keep coffee pods and cups in supply and keep families in calamities decompressing with decaf or other varieties.
Starting to be part of the tradition and the social ritual of the families.
It's a great opportunity for us to give back, and it's a living legacy for Aaron.
Doctors said Aaron would not live past age 3. Now at 13, his family wants to make sure his name is grounds for comfort and caring for years to come.
He's not long for this world, but he makes the most of it, and our family makes the most of it.
It's a tangible joy that you can give somebody.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
We were afraid how she was going to handle the flight.
A special passenger made her way into Chicago, the flight totaling more than 6,400 miles. The plane touching down. Hi, baby! Followed by a touching moment with rescue workers like Karen Biggie finally picking up a canine who's picked herself up from unimaginable circumstances.
And her condition is one of the worst I've seen.
Lived the streets as a street dog.
She survived this long.
She is just so resourceful.
It is hard at first to watch the canine. Abuse and neglect over her first year of life has permanently mangled her limbs. The shepherd mix, who once called war-torn Iraq home, somehow persevered. She has appropriately taken on the name Lucky.
It's probably one of the most heartwarming rescues I've ever done.
This video, shot back in January by a rescue worker in the region, made its way to Biggie's Operation Bring Animals Home.
It's going to be a big project.
Volunteer Helen Summerfield Brown helped organize the trip with thousands in donations and help from United and Turkish Airlines, making Lucky's 16-hour flight possible.
She's going to have a lot of medical care.
It's very emotional.
She's going to be a lot, but she's worth every cent.
A canine called and described as Lucky. Her journey to a loving home, making a stop in Chicago. Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.